Hi everyone, my name is Nicole Craig, Belize's Country Coordinator for Healthy Reefs for Healthy People. I'd like to share a bit about our project entitled Enhancing Herbivory to Improve the Resilience of Belize's Reefs and Coastal Communities. The project here in Belize is at the beginning phase. Even though we got things going in February, we've gotten a lot of things done so far. We currently have 3 females and 1 large male, with hopes of getting another female soon. This project is based off Tobacco Key and falls within a no-take zone of the marine protected area. We figured this would give the project a few advantages, such as not having our crabs mistakenly caught, and they'd fall under the watchful eye of enforcement in the area. Our project in Belize would share many similarities with Mexico, but the difference in environment meant we had to be creative and have a lot of foresight. Setting up the experiment right offshore meant there were a few things we needed to seriously consider, like depth and tide, temperature, structural integrity, sedimentation and wave action, predation, boat traffic, and even human interaction. We needed to choose an appropriate depth that would allow you to still work and access the cage, but allows the cage to remain submerged despite the tide. Shallower water might have a greater temperature fluctuation as well, so a bit deeper water would help to manage this a bit. Here you can see us standing next to the cage, which rests at about waist height. Wave action, currents, water movement overall could have many effects on the experiment. Too much might rattle the enclosures the crabs are in, and that would make it hard to secure them. All that rolling around might stress the crabs. Too much wave action might also keep sediment suspended, which might impact water flow into our screened enclosures. It's important that fresh, clean water is exchanged to keep constant temperature and a nice flow of oxygen. We knew the screen cages designed to hold eggs and larvae could not be placed in the sea as is, so they were placed inside a larger box that was wrapped with 1 layer of chicken wire and then coated with paint to reduce rusting as much as possible. This extra layer of wire will ensure the crabs are contained, but that things stay out as well. An animal like an octopus, for example, would still be able to get in, but we're hoping that having this set up in an open seagrass area might discourage that. To get there, you'd have to expose yourself for quite a bit of distance, and in that moment, you also become potential prey. And of course, having the experiment set up just offshore means it would not be in the way of anyone who wanted to take a swim near the beach or be in the way of any boat traffic. The daily routine involves getting out to the cages and doing well-being checks. As I mentioned earlier, we have 3 females and 1 male, and we have to make sure that they're there every day. They eat all types of algae, but dictyota is their favorite. They'll also eat scraps of meat for some extra protein. We've learned some techniques to secure algae to rocks to ensure the food stays nearby. This way, we're sure they're eaten and we can monitor just how much. A lot of time went into designing the cages just right, finding the easiest way to access the crabs without compromising the cage's security took a few tries. Also, our goal was to ensure the environment we created had as many things that they're used to as possible. This meant adding a lot of rocks or cinder blocks, which is important since naturally they like to hide in crevices. All the above factors were important learning lessons for us, and each setup will vary based on that area's specific conditions. Our observations are important to pass down to those who will continue this project after us, which we're hoping will be fishermen and local communities. With everything in place, we wait patiently on eggs to catapult us into the next phase. Stay tuned on our social media pages to follow this project and our progress.